Hello, thank you for checking out A1 Math, and today we're looking at creating linear equations in standard form, given 2 points. So here we got 2 points in each one of these problems, and what we want to do is first find the slope, second write it in slope-intercept form, and then third change it into standard form. So let's take a look at the first example. So I'm going to first take these 2 points and find the slope. So with this slope formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, I'm going to do 4 minus, that's my y2 minus y1 over 0 minus -1. And that's going to help me find my slope. So when I do that, I'll get 3 over 1, which is equal to 3. All right, now I've got the slope. The next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and plug it into my y equal mx plus b. And I can pick either one of these points. The best point to pick is the one with 0 because that makes it real easy to work. So I'm going to use that point and use my slope. So I'm going to take my y, which is 4. It's equal to my slope, which is 3, times my x, which is 0, plus b. Okay, and when I do that, I have 4 is equal to 0 plus b, which means 4 is equal to b. Now I have my y-intercept, and I can write my equation as y is equal to the slope, 3, times x plus 4. Now that's in slope-intercept form. And all I have to do now is change it into ax plus by equals c standard form. And I'm going to do that by getting the number by itself and moving the 3x over to the left. So if I subtract 3x on both sides, that's going to leave me with a negative 3x plus y is equal to 4. All right, now once I have that, this is pretty much the answer, but a lot of times you want to be left with a negative coefficient. So what you want to do is multiply each term by -1. So that's going to make this 3x minus y is equal to -4. And this will be your final answer. So you can go ahead and pause the video here and take a look at number 13 to see if you can solve it. All right, let's take a look at this one. So the first thing I'm going to do is find the slope. So I'm going to do 9 minus 11, my 2 y's, and then 5 minus 6. That's going to give me a -2 over a -1, which is equal to a +2. Now I have my slope. Now I have to find the y-intercept so I can write my equation. So we're going to start with y is equal to mx plus b. And this time we don't have a point that has 0 in it. So you can just pick either one, whichever one you think is easiest to work with. I picked 6, 11. I'm going to plug that in and my slope, which is 2. So y would be 11. It's equal to my slope, 2, times x, which is 6, plus b. All right, then I'm going to multiply 2 times 6, and that's going to give me 12. And then subtract 12 on both sides. That's going to get me a -1. It's equal to b. Now I'm going to write my equation in slope-intercept form. Y is equal to m, which is 2, times x minus b. And now I'm going to go ahead and move that -2x over to the other side. Oh, let me fix this, not b. 1. All right. Now I'm going to move my negative 2x to the other side by subtracting 2x on both sides. That's going to leave me with a negative 2x plus y is equal to a negative 1. And to remove that negative coefficient, I'm going to multiply every term by negative 1. So that's what it means. A positive 2x minus y is equal to 1. And then that will be my final answer. All right, go ahead and take a look at these problems here and see if we can solve these. Now, 14 and 15, they give you the point, but in 16, they give you a graph which has 2 points labeled here that you can find. So you can go ahead and pause the video here and try to solve these. Okay, go ahead and take a look at your answers and see if you got them right. Okay, now that is writing an equation in standard form given 2 points. I want to thank you for checking out A1 Math and have a nice day. Crap. What video say to? Where'd the video go? Okay. So I'm free out of